But here, let me explain what's going on for the listener at home and for the people out there watching. This is a transmission coming to you live this morning from the Mushroom Kingdom, WKBAG Studios, Wario, K. Rool, Bowser, and Joss Gannon. It's Video Games, a comedy show. We're sending a transmission to our past selves to help prevent the end of the world from happening. We live in an apocalyptic wasteland, a kind of a cyberpunk style apocalyptic wasteland, and we're sending a warning to our past selves. This should sound very familiar to everybody today. Just to be clear, it is the year is 2075. It's 51 years in the future from when we're sending this from where we're sending this transmission. And currently, I did the math. I'm 88 years old. This is episode 3000 of Video Games, a Comedy Show. Let me introduce the panel. We have, of course, the incredible Connor McCabe with us.
Oh, Jeremy, thanks for having me. It's always fun to be on this show.
Are you ready for your 2075 sound effect?
Oh, I'm always ready for that.
Okay.
Oh my God.
That means a lot to you. That means a lot.
You really did it.
It's the best one yet. An inside joke.
Just when I think you don't have another trick up your sleeve.
Mm-hmm. We have, of course, the wonderful Michael McCollor on the program. Welcome.
Oh, it's nice to be here.
Of course. Are you ready for your 2075 sound effect?
Well, let's hear it.
You heard the stars at the end.
It's the star Resident Evil.
And you get it. That's an inside joke we've had these many years.
I liked it. I didn't hear it very well.
Of course, we have
Hearing's the first to go.
the very looking young Nick Costanza. Nick, welcome.
Good morning, good morning. Oh, happy day.
Welcome back to the program, Nicholas.
I never thought I'd hear that again.
And of course, we have Tyler Schnupp's on the program. Hello, Tyler.
I wasn't sleeping.
Okay, well, wake up. We got a
sleeping.
stream. We're going live, not only to the wonderful people out there on Twitch, but also we're going live to the year 2024 to warn our previous selves of the calamity to come.
Don't do zins.
Are you ready for your 2075 sound effect?
Yeah.
My what?
What was that?
Now that one I didn't get.
Wait, one more time.
Oh, sorry, I think my headphones are slipping.
Okay, one more time. Is it coming through? Can anyone hear anything?
I think I'm going to have to deal with my auxiliary cable.
Sorry. It is a weird sound.
Yeah.
Maybe it's not getting picked up. We, of course, have July Diaz on the program. Last but not least, hello, July.
I died.
Coming from the other side, I see.
Oh, July. Lucky.
Yes, I'm coming from the other side, and I died tragically young.
As we say to everyone who's died on the program, rest in Nintendo.
Yes, rest in Nintendo, rest in Nintendo.
Rest in Nintendo. July, are you ready for your
50 years, but you got that to catch on.
Absolutely, and it's such a sad story of me and going to the salon to get my eyebrows done white and slipping on the hair and hitting my head.
Oh, I'm so sorry. You weren't wearing your protective gear that day.
And July, at the time of your death, what age would that have put you at?
It's so strange because I somehow traveled through time, so even I lost count.
But
I
you're in
mean-
heaven now. I hear in heaven, once you die, you get a complete recorded accounting of everything you've done, total number of chicken wings eaten, and moments spent watching YouTube.
Yes, that's true. But also, as soon as you arrive to heaven, your age resorts back to 0.
Mm.
The
My
counter
God, how
starts-
long have you been there?
Oh, let me do the.
Because you look about the age you were when you died means you must have been there the same amount of time you had
Yes.
on Earth.
Yes.
It's just so hard to remember because when I arrived, I was in diapers.
Oh, there it is.
Bummer. July, are you ready for your 2075 sound effect, July?
Yes, of course.
Okay, great.
I beg you don't embarrass me, motherfucker.
Welcome back. We're all back together.
Yes.
Thank you so much on this momentous episode occasion. Oh, if we could only celebrate like we used to.
Oh, Jeremy, I have a cameo. Remember
By
when
all
I used to do that?
means, by all means, this would
Plenty
be a
of
great
tech companies
time.
went under, but they're still going.
They are. I purchased it right before this recording.
Oh.
Hang on, I'm pulling up my iPhone 11.
Now, do you guys think he has a cameo or not?
Cameo. It's bigger than Disney now.
Okay, I'm playing it. Hello, this is old Shadow the Hedgehog.
Oh.
Wishing you a happy 3000.
Oh.
Maria. Okay, love you guys. Stay young. I am still Keanu. Okay, bye.
Wow.
Whoa. I can't believe it was the cameo that Nick bought from Shadow the Hedgehog who first congratulated you, Jeremy Schmidt, on 3,000 episodes. Tip of the cap to you, pal.
Yes, absolutely. Then Nick, thank you for buying that. I'm sure that cost you a lot of credits.
12 million to be exact. But my bounty hunter is already on the case.
Yo. Well, good luck to you, sir. Boy, oh boy, what an incredible lineup we have. I guess we should start by perhaps talking about what it is we've been playing. I'll go first. I've been playing a game called Bleepo. It's a PSRR game. As we all know, PSRR is the new PlayStation reality console where you go and it really puts you there in the situations. And the name of the game I thought sounded awesome when I bought it, but really it's a game where I have to repeat all my previous relationships, but I can't do anything differently.
And that's, you said it's Bleepo?
It's called Bleepo.
Bleepo.
So as I'm playing through all of my previous relationships, if I try to correct any mistakes, a big alarm goes off and it says Bleepo, Bleepo, and I have to go back and do whatever it was over again the same way.
We should have never complained about Sony only making prestige third-person action games.
It's
Because now
all-
this is what we got.
It was only 50 credits.
That's a steal.
50?
50 credits.
That's so expensive.
My sense
Still too
of
expensive
economy
if
is
you
all
ask
thrown
me.
off.
and yet it's so expensive and so cheap at the same time.
Remember, Nick paid 12 million for a cameo
That's
from
sort of what I
Shadow
was
the
going
Hedgehog.
off of.
God, I'm
So
trying to do the
so
math here.
expensive for that.
we remember after that big war, all the currency changed.
To Chuck E.
Yes.
Cheese credits.
Yes, so the less credits you have, the more expensive things are.
Yes, it was backwards.
it was nice when we used to be able to buy things without having to go to the counter at Chuck E. Cheese and unfurl all our credits. And
I don't know about
point
you,
to
but
what we wanted.
I can't make it out of there without ordering a hot slice.
You know, here's my Jeremy. What I can't get, I don't like the look of the PSRR. I just can't get over the look. Anybody with me, or am I on an island here?
What?
Too
It's a
chunky.
little abstract.
Too chunky.
I refused to buy one because they took out backwards compatibility with the PSR one.
Oh, shame.
Exactly. All I wanted to do was play Parasite Eve, and it wouldn't let me.
So, Jeremy, would you say that this is in your top 10 of the year or no?
Perhaps it is. I don't know. It is only,
July 19th.
July 19th. That's correct. Yes, thank
No,
you.
July's
2075.
dead.
Thank you. Thank you.
2075.
In 2075. I guess the months haven't changed. Perhaps
Tyler.
I put too much
I was
pressure on
sending this
myself.
just
to think
past
of-
exactly.
Someone's
The amount of
called for
time.
me.
Tyler was going to say something.
Oh,
a
Tyler,
while
yes?
ago.
A while ago, I was going to say I got my hair plugs at Chuck E. Cheese.
Oh, they look great.
Oh, you look great. That's where I died.
I know. Well, you're lucky. I got a hair tumor from Zins, and I almost kicked it.
Oh no.
That's where the tumor grows directly on your hair?
Yep.
Oh, man.
Cut won't do the job.
Oh, no. Okay, well, Connor McCabe, let's start with you. What have you been playing?
Okay. As we all know, we're in an unprecedented year of amazing releases. But I still find myself here. I can't pull myself away from the Nintendo DS still. All
Oh, what
these
a
years
relic.
later, I'm still just playing old stuff. By the by.
Whoa.
That's weird though.
Thing is caked in dust and
Cake?
apocalypse sand.
Oh, you can't get it out of the thing. But I've been playing a little game called Nintendogs. I'm sure we all remember it, where it's sort of a Tamagotchi-like, where you have a little dog and you feed it and you play with it. And I can't believe I'm finally just getting around to Nintendogs.
The guy at Chuck E. Cheese, sorry, he told me my hair plugs were made of Nintendog hair.
Oh.
Say what you will about technology, but the fact that it can take hair from a digital dog and make it into plugs is amazing.
Boy, I miss regular dogs. All of them extinct now.
But oh, so delicious.
Nick
Are your
Costanza,
Nintendogs-
what are you playing?
Sorry, quick question for Connor.
Yes.
Are your Nintendogs from a legal breeder?
What is legal nowadays? I mean, how does one define it?
Did you do paperwork
I've given a
digitally?
dog, I've given a dog a home, and they're happy and off the street. So I don't know what else I could say.
Interesting.
I'm not avoiding the question.
The politics of this seem terrible. Let's move quickly on. Nick Costanza, what have you been playing, my dear boy?
Me? Well,
No.
huh?
Huh?
Me?
Yes. No.
Huh?
Yes.
Jeremy, I've been playing a brand new video game called Modern Warfare 2.
Wow.
This is a new one.
They remade it again?
They've remade it so many times.
Well, every time I play, it's like the day we met. I stare into its eyes, and it's like I'm back there in the war.
Which one?
Well, the cyber war of 73, of course.
Oh, I thought you were talking about the dog war of 65.
Either way, how are we all eligible to be drafted for both of those?
None of us were drafted. We all volunteered.
Oh, I forgot.
we all ran out there without
It looks
permission.
so cool from above.
We just wanted to go to college.
And then
Yes.
Tyler got wounded and put in that dreadnought.
Mm-hmm.
Oops.
He dreads me. He dreads me not. He dreads me. He dreads me not. I'd say.
Oh, that's my favorite Dua Lipa Zero song. Sorry, I misspoke. Dua Lisa Gilroy song.
Wow.
It's pretty cool when that Dua Lipa prequel came out.
Yeah, I was always a fan of Dua Lipa Prime.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, well, Tyler Schnupp, what have you been playing?
Well, still can't beat those bosses in Elden Ring. I've been trying for years.
Oh,
Stuck on the damn DLC.
Which guy? Which guy on?
I think he's the first one.
Bummer, man.
Yes, it feels like I've been playing as long as the lands between have been in peril.
Wow.
God.
I'm still in my high fantasy phase, if you must know.
High
gotta say.
fantasy? You mean like... You mean
Yeah,
like
I gotta
that?
smoke that because regular medicine doesn't work on me anymore.
I'm just still up in arms that they delegalized it across the nation of all the choices.
Well, that was the first war.
Mm-hmm. The weed war.
Mm-hmm.
But Elden Ring keeps me young.
I know I say this all the time, but I love the idea of a FromSoft game, and I would really like to try one, perhaps the Demon Souls remake, or maybe even Dark Souls sometime.
Perhaps.
Perhaps. Good luck beating it before you die.
I'm of the mind, Connor, unfortunately, you might not get around to it. It's been 51 years. You've said it on every episode.
What are you talking
But you've
about?
got plenty of time left, buddy. You've got plenty of time. Jeremy, I thought we weren't going to bring up his diagnosis.
Well, unfortunately, and I hate to spoil the main event, there's quite a few diagnoses we'll have to go over in just a moment. But let's not think on these things now. McCollor, what have you been playing?
Well, I picked up a game a long time ago on Nintendo Switch 2. And it's called 3.
Yeah.
And obviously you guys all played it on
I'm
PC
sorry,
so long ago.
I couldn't catch what the name was. Can you?
It's called 3.
Oh, yeah.
And in this game, you have a
What
sound
color?
gun.
Can I interrupt you? Just so the viewers who are watching us live on twitch.tv/Super NPC Radio, the Zoom, which we still use, it got rid of the scream that you did, but I know what game you were mentioning.
Right.
Yes, you were.
3.
Yeah, that was better. We got a lot more that time.
And
Oh,
yes,
I've
you're
heard it's
going to
great.
make fun of us because we are still Zoomers. We
still pay
Zoom.
for it.
Mm-hmm. We're still Zoomers, all right.
Yes. Okay, Zoomer,
just
as you
keep-
will say.
Yeah.
Forgetting to cancel.
Okay, Zoomer.
In this game,
God damn it.
you're sprinting around. Your character moves fast, too fast, some would say. And you have a gun. And use that gun to kill your opponents.
I miss guns.
I miss the gun war of 53.
2053, yes.
We lost a lot of good guns that day.
They all
This
just
is a
wanted to go to
historical
college.
shooter.
All those guns wanted to go to college. I'm so crying thinking.
Oh, me too.
McCollor, distract us from our too.
Sorry,
What were you
McCollor.
saying?
Sorry, the memories.
So in this game, you're running around. You've got speed, some kind of speed on your person, and you're running so fast, and you've got all these guns, and you're using them to shoot those in your way. And at the end of each level, there's a sort of boss character, and you shoot them with those guns, and eventually they die. And you feel jealous.
Oh, I hate to be the guy who always does this, but it feels like an apt time to promote our current games club. We're currently playing through one right now.
Yes.
And we're about halfway through, and you gotta check us out at patreon.com/supernpcradio for the full thing.
Absolutely. July Diaz, what have you been playing in Cyber Heaven?
Well, when I'm not rocking out with Cyber Jimi Hendrix.
Interesting.
You know him?
Know him? He's my dad.
Oh, in heaven it changes.
How are the big muffs in heaven, July?
It's like a reverse
Beautiful.
from when
They're
things
beautiful.
come. Should I explain
Anyway.
it more?
When I'm not playing that, I'm on my PlayStation reality.
Oh, yeah.
And I'm playing
yeah.
and I'm playing a little game called Leisure Suit Larry.
Leisure suit.
Leisure Suit Larry.
Uh-huh.
Simulator.
Is it good?
Okay.
It's all right.
There's some bugs.
There's so many bugs. It's virtually unplayable. It's a simulation of a guy playing the game.
Hot.
Mm-hmm.
So it's just as though the camera is zoomed out, and you see a man in his living room, a hyper-realistic man. And he's playing on the television.
I miss being in a room with a
2006
man.
Leisure Suit Larry.
Just imagine sort of like security footage at a mall.
I can only play that game in first-person perspective. I don't buy it in third.
I miss being a human man and not a deep fake AI generated for this broadcast.
Yes. Okay. So how about we get into
I also enjoy Minions v. Rabbids. That's a great series.
Minions
It's
v.
my favorite
Rabbids.
French comedy.
Yes.
Mignon. It's
Let's-
pronounced mignon.
Let's get into a bit of the news, shall we?
Too loud for my ears.
Oh,
Was
my
that too
ears.
loud?
I couldn't hear it at all.
July did an old voice for that one.
Well, I've sort of been doing an old voice the
Okay,
whole
so
time.
you can feel pain in this heaven? Cyber heaven, you feel pain?
The heaven that makes you old.
Oh no!
Yes, it's an. I should have said I'm in M. Night Shyamalan's heaven, which is on the old beach.
Oh no! So how much time do you have? This show's usually long.
Oh shit! I don't know.
It's a lot of in M. Night Shyamalan's
start a
old
timer.
heaven. It's a lot of people going like, "I can see dead people," and then one of the guards from Aladdin turns and says, "You idiots! We're all dead people."
It's exactly like that.
I
Okay,
couldn't have generated a better joke in all my programming.
and don't you try.
Something about Avatar: The Last Airbender. It's on the tip of my tongue.
Did you say the last bear? That's pretty funny.
Oh, can you imagine a bear bender?
Can you believe that that show is still on? The Bear winning
Yes.
comedy Emmys.
Yes, and
every
Bender from
year?
Futurama's in it now.
Hilarious.
I
Funny
thought they
stuff.
jumped the shark with John Cena in season 3, and now they got Bender in the show.
Funny
That-
stuff.
That
Okay.
was 72 seasons ago.
perhaps.
I love that comedy.
So we have some new releases. Star Wars Outlaws remake came out. Very exciting. New graphics, new stuff. The First Descendant remake came out. Thank goodness. We've all been waiting on this. July, you have as well, I believe.
Yes, I've been waiting
You were such a fan of the original.
many cyber years, yes.
Mm-hmm. Kunitsugami Path of the Goddess remake came out.
Oh, God.
Finally.
You won't shut up about this.
I have to play the remake since I was such a fan of the original, I think.
Ugh. And my head's ringing.
Angerfoot remake came out. You all played the original Angerfoot, remember? The game where you kick?
Of course, that foot was so mad.
Mm-hmm.
An emotion
I've
I
only been
cannot
playing-
feel with a body part I no longer possess.
Nick is sort of like, I believe, Ghost in the Shell.
I live on the Zoom now.
Oh boy, that's terrible fate. But aren't we all in a terrible fate of sorts? Final Fantasy VII remake came out. Boy,
they remade the remake.
they remade just the remake.
Now, which remake did they remake? Because that game has been remade multiple times.
They
years.
remade the remake. To answer your question, they remade the remake.
Yes, he heard that McCollor saying there's multiple Final Fantasy VII remakes. Which one did they remake?
They remade the remake. You know,
McCollor,
the remake.
You get what he's saying?
You listen to me. They remade Final Fantasy VII. And then, about 5 years later, they remade that remake.
Yes.
And then about 8 years after that, they remade that remake. And then they went back and remade the first one. Because they felt like they were doing a copy of a copy of a copy sort of thing. So
of
they said,
course,
let's just go back to
diminishing
the original and make the
returns.
remake.
Yes, I know.
So
Another great
I
game.
want to know which one came out today. Which was
And the answer is very simple. They've remade the remake.
I wonder if Chris is gonna survive in this one.
Why
I've
can't they
never
take
been
out
more
a page out of
jealous.
Dragon Ball Z's book and do Budokai Tenkaichi 42 like they just released?
Which is, in my estimation, an all-time classic.
Mm-hmm. It's better than the last one.
McCaller, you were probably excited to see that they came out with Resident Evil 2 D-Make.
Yes, they used the stick figures from the. Do you remember that stick figure game where you would write words and scribble knots? Remember scribble knots?
I thought you were talking about
made it-
stickdeath.com.
I kind of thought you were talking about just drawing stick figures as a child.
Once
I was
made
talking about
mine
scribble
will-
knots, which I'm now realizing is not a stick figure game.
He scribbles me not, he scribbles me does.
But in this
It's a
new Resident
saying I
Evil, you
used
can
to
write
say.
the name of something and the AI generates it.
Yes.
So I wrote
Yes, I
a
do.
remake of Final Fantasy VII and it generated it in Resident Evil 2 D-Make.
Whoa.
Remember the stickdeath.com?
Oh
wars?
yeah, I do. That was
Of course.
that was only last year.
It's insane how anybody even remembered it.
I know.
I served on the front lines.
Yes, that's back when you had your sexy woman body.
I generated it.
That was a great view from up
I
here.
really liked that version of Nick.
Yes, best from the top down, July says.
McCollor.
I always say that.
Now, McCollor.
Hold on, I'm watching stick death videos.
Okay, that'll take him a couple
McCollor.
hours. Best leave him alone.
No, I like looking at it from the top of my laptop where I can barely see.
Hey, Michael McCollor.
Ah,
Now that you've played Resident Evil Remake, do you think that they'll actually make a Resident Evil 2 remake? Your favorite game of all time?
I think that every 4 years they come out with a Resident Evil remake that's even worse than the last. And each year I'm more excited to give them even more money.
They remake the demake?
It gets funneled in. It's
Yeah.
like a snake eating its own tail sort of
You should
situation.
see what Leon looks like now. It's fucked up. It's bad.
He looks like, if you've ever read the passages of the Bible where they describe angels.
Oh,
No, that's Evangelion.
Yeah.
It's just, you don't know what you're looking at, but you can tell it's composed of intelligence and feeling.
What Tyler's referring to is when the Christian church formally announced they would replace their Bibles with Evangelion DVDs. It
a
was
wonderful
better for
time.
everyone universally across the board.
Congratulations, they said. They welcomed it in.
They said, this is all canon stuff now, and quite frankly, quite good.
Yes, it was a wonderful day when the Russo brothers decided that.
And of
and
course,
that was when the Naruto Wars began, when they were not accepted by the Pantheon.
oh, all the poor soldiers we lost in the Naruto Wars. Doing
Dead
the
July's-
run. Doing
Dead
the
July's
run.
doing some space work in his Zoom window.
I like that.
God, the Naruto stuff I just never hit for me. That's why I was
Yeah.
on the opposite side
I
of that
did
war.
stay out of that war. I said they can have that war.
They can have
I
it.
was a general in that war.
Brother against brother.
I led Tyler against the Naruto forces.
I controlled
run for
drones in that
president.
war
From heaven.
from heaven.
And finally, the last game released this week was Twisters the Game.
Twins! We
Oh.
got twins!
Okay.
This stick death guy just shot his friend and he said, now I'm pissed.
McCullough, please don't stop watching Stick Death the whole time and update us frequently. Okay. More in the news. Nintendo buys Miami, Florida.
Whoa. What?
Congrats, Nintendo.
Congrats, Nintendo.
Congrats, Nintendo.
I hear they hope to restore the party scene that Florida lost over the last few years. Miami, a dead zone.
Yeah.
Famously a dead zone.
Famously, I'm still out partying. I feel young.
Much
That's why
like you
I'm
were doing in 2020, still out partying.
still out partying.
Not
That's why I have my
taking a
backwards
break.
hat on, not to cover the bad hair plugs.
Yeah. The PlayStation 12 has been delayed for yet another year.
This is horseshit.
Who
Yes.
needs it when we've got the PlayStation RR?
Yes, exactly. People are going nuts, however, for the PlayStation 4 Mini, which I thought would be fun if we talked about all the games that were on the PS4 Mini. I see we have, of course, Knack is on there.
That was a shoe-in.
Yes.
Definitely a shoe in. Oh, I see that we have Cyberpunk pre-patches on there. Yes, of course. Fast and the Furious Crossroads made an appearance.
Yep. The first hour of Sekiro, I heard.
That made it in.
I saw that we had God of War 3 remastered.
Mhm. I jumped for dang joy when I saw that.
And
You
The
gotta be
Last of
careful
Us
jumping.
too.
Yes, The Last of Us 2. Oh, I miss when they made Last of Us games. I used to think they were so dour, but now in my new reality, Last of Us is a happy thing to do.
It's happy to do it.
We talk about it every Thanksgiving at my house.
Yeah, we pray to Evangelion how
Yes.
thankful we are for the Last of Us that we get to do.
It's a heated
Shinji, who art
discussion.
thou in heaven?
Jeremy, if I get one of these PlayStation 4 minis, will you help me hack it?
Of course, we'll put on whatever you want on that thing.
Pornography.
Sure, sure.
Thank you.
You guys have some of that?
oh,
was
God,
outlawed.
loads.
The
How are
great
you saying this on the
porno
internet?
wars of 2069.
I'm not
Yes.
afraid of those.
What a great view
Nice.
from the bottom for that one.
He was in hell.
No, I sort of got trampled by all the people in the war. I was laying down in the battlefield.
Hendrix.
I saw you doing
You were
that.
there?
I was there. I survived the war.
Oh, wow. Hendrix got a good view then.
Oh, yeah.
That is, of
The stick
course.
desk man has a helicopter. There's a missile on it.
Oh boy,
Here's
and
a friend. Oh,
that'll do it for the news. Great. Now, of course, we are all excited to talk about our main event, which is, as all of us know, other than July, we are all on death's door. All of us are going to die incredibly soon. July did this already, and we are very close. The main event today is, what is the last game you want to play before you die?
Oh, crap.
Sorry to burst your bubble, guys, but we are 88 and slightly younger.
I have a question, Jeremy.
Yes.
Now, if I decide to play a game that, for instance, might take 125 hours to beat, will I be allotted that time, or is there a restriction?
I promise not to pull the plug on you until you finish and roll credits.
Wait, you're killing us?
Well, if it comes to that, I don't
Okay.
know.
I know it's a hypothetical. I'm sorry.
You have power of attorney?
Perhaps, I don't know. I mean, don't worry about that. Just worry about the video games.
You
Honor
found
is
the
found thee.
storage unit I'm stored in a generator in?
You are in a generator, and I promise, Nick, not to pull the plug until you roll credits on whatever game you choose.
I should have known you watching hours of Storage Wars would lead you to his storage unit.
That's
learned
the
how
only
they
way I
work.
could find where the storage units were, was by watching
let me ask
all
you
of
guys a
Storage
question about
Wars.
Storage Wars.
Please.
How many people do you think on Storage Wars throughout the years have been looking for clues to find the people they've been looking for?
Wow.
Most?
I would say most. And rest in Nintendo to all we lost in the Storage Wars, of
Yes,
course, of
rest in
71.
Nintendo.
Nintendo.
Rest in Nintendo. Okay, well,
Nintendo would say go don't.
I suppose I'll go first in telling everyone what game I would probably play if I was to die soon. And I am. The game I would probably play is probably something new. I'm thinking I would like to try, like, Final Fantasy 12. Just a big, long
that's it?
game I've never played before. Just
That
give
one?
it. Yeah,
You said something new.
yeah.
I thought you
Well-
said something blue.
I meant new, like new to me. I've never played.
Oh, Jeremy, that's so funny. I think, wasn't it you who took Final Fantasy 12 in the Final Fantasy Space Solace?
Did I?
I think so.
Well,
He doesn't remember on brand.
it's been a long time. I've played like
love that
a
song.
tiny bit of it, but I've never, I haven't finished it. I want to finish something new. That's sort of my take on death. Do something new right before you die.
That's one of the worst ideas I've ever heard.
Okay, McCollor. Well, what is yours?
You got to come full circle. Your final game, it has to be the first game you ever played, which is why for me, it's going to be Duck Hunt. I'm going to go sit down and I'm going to play Duck Hunt. And I'm not going to put the gun right up to the TV because I won't have a gun. There's no guns allowed.
Yeah, guns have been outlawed since the gun wars.
Oh, I miss those guns.
Oh,
guns.
we lost so many.
I used to take my guns on a walk every day around the block.
God.
And I forgot to mention during the porno wars. It's so sad. They all just wanted to go to college.
I know, it's so true.
I would weep if I still had tears to shed.
It's so sad that my tear ducts are in my penis now.
Oh,
In heaven, that happens.
That happens immediately.
heaven's
July, it
kind of
sounds almost
weird.
Yeah, heaven's just changing things to change things.
Yeah.
So it's cyber heaven, but M. Night Shyamalan owns it?
Shia LaBeouf. What?
It's M. Night Shyamalan.
M. Night Shia LaBeouf?
What?
I think this stick death one is a gameplay. I think it's a game that they took a whole video of.
They did flash games.
That's wild.
It's called Crack House Cleanup.
Yeah, don't look any further into that one, actually.
I'm interested by a lot of it.
Nick, what is the game that you might play before your digital self dematerializes into the dark web?
Well, I've always wanted to play Beepo.
It's Bleepo?
That's the stupidest thing.
Gleepo, it's great. You have to replay your old mistakes that you made in life.
I just want to feel something one more time.
Shame. That's what you'll feel.
Shame. Shane Gillis is a comedian. Would you like to know more?
Oh, he's
Yes,
funny.
I would. Who is that again?
He is famous for surviving cancellation, the first and last of his kind.
Oh, this is. I'm
Oh,
a bit
an
hazy
addendum.
on the details. Can you do a recreation of what made him get almost canceled?
That info was deleted in the Saturday Night Live Wars.
I actually have that info, Nick. I'm going to update you. Shane Gillis was canceled for making stick death Crack House Cleanup.
Oh man.
Yeah. Did I forget to tell you all? I started doing Kill Tony. They really like me.
Oh wow.
Did
you do a
Do
regular
your
one?
scabies stuff?
I do all my scabies stuff. These youngins can't get enough. I can't tell if they're laughing at me or with me, though, sometimes.
Tyler,
That Tony, he's a rascal.
Tyler, do you remember what scabies feels like?
I know what scabies feels like.
Hey, now we're full circle, baby.
Oh, I was waiting for someone to get one.
Okay, Nicholas, what did you say? What game you would play?
Yeah,
Bleepo.
Oh, Bleepo, that's right. Okay, Tyler, what
It
about
made me
you?
mad.
me? I guess.
No,
What?
you said me, and I said no.
Oh, I see. Okay.
Yes, I mean.
That's good. That's good.
He's too old for callbacks unless it's the Lord calling him home.
Unless it's that
Shinji.
Harold calling him back.
I forgot. Nowadays, Tyler's a believer in Christ.
Mm-hmm.
Our Shinji who art in heaven.
Yeah. It's so sad, old the COD King, how improv is illegal and
I know.
Yeah, that one I think everyone voted on
Yeah, that was
unanimously.
a weird unanimous vote that improv would be illegal, and even doing it on
Yes.
podcasts would be illegal.
Yes, they
I-
didn't even have to want to do a war about it.
I know.
No
I
more.
heard the word herald a moment ago and almost got wistful. This would have been my year.
I was fixing to wield you in as a giant server to audition for the brand new AD. Insert funny comedian here.
I heard Robo
Shane?
Master.
Shame Gillis.
He was on the judges panel.
Him and I have been butting heads ever since he got made AD. I'm still on Harold.
Oh,
Still there.
That's right. Connor's teams kept getting broken up every single year. He never settled.
It's
Well-
crazy. I always say I'm going to be done, but here I am.
They keep pulling you back.
I can't believe they make you do Herald Night in hiding. Because
yes.
it's illegal.
It's like a fight club now.
It's
No
all
shirt, no shoes.
Oh,
Those are
I'd
the
be-
rules.
become a
They're
bit-
wearing a shirt and they just say, his friend comes up and says, he's not wearing a shirt. And then
Yes,
steps
yes,
Yes.
Lots of
Yes,
scene
yes.
painting in 2075.
In 2075, when you do improv, all the props are real. There's no miming. You have to actually bring the stuff.
And
Yes.
again,
The
all this
imagination was made
happening.
illegal after the imagination.
No
was.
more imagination.
2021.
Yes, we all have white eyebrows
Mhm.
for the podcast listener.
Yes.
Anyone watching the video can see.
So Tyler, what game?
I'll probably stick to Elden Ring. I gotta beat that thing.
Oh, I love that for you.
That's the most
Oh.
ridiculous thing I ever heard.
I gotta see what Mesmer looks like.
Mesmer's Flame.
Your
I
last game
gotta
should be your
see.
first game. What was your first game?
Oh, my first game? Well, what was it?
Was it well, what was your real first game, Tyler?
I don't know. Maybe
I
something with Bart in it.
I bet if we listened to your original episode of Call Me By Your Game, which is still the highest listened episode of my podcast, and
Wow.
would probably only because of the game, that we could figure it out.
Definitely only because of the game, not because of the guest we decided.
No way.
Yeah. I
There's that
probably
relations
Game was it?
did some research back then and hadn't quite thought about it until now.
Well, I guess
Spyro the Dragon or some shit.
oh wow. I think
No,
my
it
first
wasn't.
game was Super Mario World, which wouldn't be a bad game to go out on.
pretty
honestly.
good.
Would be
That
pretty
was
good.
also my first.
Aww.
I played
Was Bart in there in mine? I can't remember.
Bart
He was-
Simpson?
Yes.
I don't know if he was there. Don't have a cow, man.
Ah,
Uh,
I still haven't caught up on that show.
Ugh.
I am glad that show did end in 2024. They had gone too long.
Truly.
It's just starting to get good, in my opinion.
oh,
Right
that's
when-
an AI. Keep
Right.
in mind.
It was right when Shane Gillis became the showrunner.
Yeah.
yes, not on it. Showrunner.
Yes.
Yeah, they also made him the show's accountant too. They just gave him a lot of jobs
Oh,
he
when
wasn't qualified for.
when that guy would do President Trump so mediocrely, I couldn't get enough.
Well, we had
That's what
seen good Trump impressions. At that point, we were wondering, what would a bad one be like, huh?
Sure. Imagine one in front of a live audience at Kill Tony, where I'd frequent now.
Ah, yes.
And he's sort of like losing the impression halfway through.
Generating idea.
Interesting.
Yeah. Anyways, great to be here. That was my game.
Okay, July Diaz, what game were you playing when you slipped and fell in that Chuck E. Cheese?
I'm just so perplexed that the AI decided to just think of generating an idea up to now.
Printing
He's sort
out
of shooting at
facts.
the hip. He's been shooting at the hip this whole time.
Shooting at the hip?
I think Nick's
From-
printing out something.
Oh,
Printing transcript of Shane Gillis middling Trump impression at Kill Tony with
So let's just take a look at
Tyler.
this. I'll get my glasses on. I gotta read this.
I guess my game. I guess I'll go all the way to the beginning and play Pong.
Ooh, is that your first game?
No,
Well, that's ridiculous.
Pong, eh?
it was the first game I played up in Cyber Heaven.
That's the first one you went for?
Who'd you play with? Abraham Lincoln or something?
No, he's busy doing presidential things.
Oh, he's the president up
He's
there.
the president of heaven?
Well, there's a council of presidents up here. It's Abraham Lincoln,
Trump.
Superman, Trump,
Superman. Okay.
Brandon Rouse.
So all of the
hold on.
American
Did Superman
presidents we've
die?
had.
Superman is dead.
Superman is dead, yes.
He died after we elected him U.S. president in the year 2035.
right.
Yes.
The idea of Superman.
Yeah, the idea.
the
Long
idea.
dead.
I wish I had a body that could wear underwear on the outside.
You used to.
That's the game I want to play again.
Put on my underwear, the game. Connor McCabe, what's your game you'd play?
Well, I know that you're all aware that I've got a bit of a taste for licensed games based on movies I like. And so I'm probably going to go
Yes.
with a game that has a world. that
Okay, sorry.
well, this one's got it's a game with the world I really could just immerse myself in. And of course, that's the game. It's titled The Crypt Keeper, the movie, the game.
Whoa!
Remember when that was licensed into
Oh
a
my
movie?
god, that was so good.
I don't want to talk about it.
Oh, it's
Tyler
because they
since been
never
with you.
asked you to play him.
Yes.
Yeah, they got that Shame Gillis guy.
Shame, Gillis.
Shame, Gillis.
It's a shame.
It's a damn shame, Gillis.
He half-asses the wee puns more than the Crypt Keeper himself.
He gives up on him halfway through most of the time.
Did you even? I kind of noticed in the third movie, he actually just starts saying the word GameCube.
He
What the hell?
does.
It's strange.
That's
Oh,
my game.
Wow.
I apologize for writing all those scripts.
Thank you.
God.
Thank you
I
for
wrote
saying
the
that
first
here.
one with you in mind for the role.
Oh, you were the casting director too?
you were the casting director.
Yes.
too.
I
But
hate it when
Shane
we
was
started
so
using
good.
AI to do casting for movies.
Oh.
Well, we did it, folks. We finished episode
What?
3000.
Oh,
And
What?
now
Huh?
what?
What?
Huh?
No.
The stick
Okay.
death men are skateboarding now. They're in some
Yeah.
sort of a skate park.
Now the only thing we have left to do is warn our previous selves of what we were here to warn them about.
I forgot about that.
that is why we're sending this transmission. Let's go ahead and
What's
go.
that?
What? Which part?
Oh no, I'm talking to M. Night Shyamalan.
Okay.
He can talk to me through my mind.
They could only get into heaven by being combined into one person. M. Night
He's-
Shyamalan and Shia LaBeouf.
He's sending me back to Earth.
What?
Oh, July's coming home.
I have to fight
Whoa.
Majin Buu.
What?
Finishing
like
the
epic.
simulation.
I do like the idea that M. Night Shia LaBeouf got to heaven by taking all the collected good acts of Shia LaBeouf and M. Night Shyamalan, and then Shia Night Shyamalan went to hell for taking all the sins of those two together.
He weathered the sins.
Wait, I'm confused. Is July alive because something we did made him alive in the past? Or does he just get brought back to life unrelated?
I don't quite know the mechanics of his Majin Buu battle, but
Well, time is not linear anymore, so maybe in the next 20 or 30 minutes we can justify what happened.
Can I
okay.
leave some advice?
Huh?
Honestly, it was easier for me to wrap my mind around July coming back than the idea that now time is no longer linear at all.
Now the time is no longer linear for any of us. We've been doing this episode for both 1 second and eternity.
Oh,
I enjoyed
Wow,
that
I've
joke
never
you
felt
made.
younger
a few
and more
seconds
alive.
from now.
I hate everyone.
I'm in pain. I feel great.
I can't wait to play Duck Hunt.
I've always talked like this, but I masked it when I was younger.
Oh, man. So why don't we go ahead and do a round of plugs? And no, Tyler, I'm not talking about what's on your head.
You caught me adjusting.
I'm talking about social media plugs, which is still the only way to get listeners in 2075 is through social media. Connor McCabe, where can people find you, and what is a warning you'd like to send back to your current self?
Oh, you can find me at the UCB Theater once every 6 months on Herald Night. So check us out on the website, and thank you for, if you're a patron out there, stay tuned for more episodes of One. It's coming soon, and I guess one thing I'll say, a warning, I guess, is start smoking.
It's better than Zins, I'll tell you what.
I can't believe doctors came out finally in the year 2025 and revealed that cigarettes were good for you the whole time.
Yep.
And so that's how I came back to life. I started smoking.
You smoked yourself alive.
Yes.
July Diaz, where can people find you, and what's a warning you want to give to your 2024 self?
I guess you can find me in the past recording a podcast, Inside Video Games Classic, and also listening to podcasts, the Roast of Mario and Roast of Donkey Kong episodes of
Ancient episodes.
ancient classic episodes that now the things said on that podcast would get us instantly canceled.
Just bring him to kill Tony.
Okay, I'll bring the 2 podcast episodes to Kill Tony and play them.
I still can't believe Jeremy only did 2 roast of episodes.
I know. Perhaps we do another soon.
He always says that.
Perhaps.
He says that. Well, I guess if you do that, I guess in continuity, that will take place sometime in this time period.
For sure. We'll have to do the roast of Bleepo.
Unless, let me catch up first.
Ooh, I hope Tom Brady will be in attendance for that.
I hope Nikki Glazer doesn't roast Bleepo too hard.
Yes, yes.
Okay. Michael McCollor.
I agree.
I agree. Those roasts crack me up.
Anthony Jeselnik.
Oh.
Yes.
I would like to plug the best of Stick Death. Right now they're in a standoff with the police, and he just lit a cigarette and threw it in the car, and the car exploded and killed many of the police officers.
Hell yeah.
Oh, we like
Nice.
this.
We continue
yeah.
to like that in the future.
That
continue to like
rocks.
seeing it.
Fire. I have been so long since I've seen
Fire.
fire.
Oh my God.
You scared?
I'm so scared of it.
Okay.
When I had fire as a pet after
McCollor,
eating all those dogs.
Do you have a warning to your old self?
Oh, yeah. Me. My warning to my old self is you have to start eating differently. Please. Whatever you do, change your diet. It's bad up here.
Yes.
I
Tyler,
live in Denver now. That's why I said up here. I felt like, why was that the thing I felt I had to justify? Up. Denver's up.
yes, that's correct. Yes. You get drunker faster.
People like it.
Yeah. Tyler, Schnuppwick, where can people find you and what's a warning you'd like to give to your past self?
Schnupp 69 on other stuff, and then Tylord SCH on Instagram. And heed this warning.
I'm eating.
Crap. Get a mech.
He had so long to think.
And I couldn't think of a damn thing.
Hey, man, we're old.
Unable
know.
to generate prompt.
Thank you.
Okay. Wait, what was it, Tyler?
Oh, I was trying to weave in Evangelion in here somehow.
Yes.
Yes.
Praise be Shinji, and that's that. Starts. You are already doing a good job, so don't change.
Oh no,
yes.
Connor McCabe is fading.
No, he didn't even get a chance to play his first game ever.
He won't get to play Bleep Bloop.
I guess
Bleep-lo?
it's time
Bleeblo.
to pull the plug.
What? Did I fall asleep?
Wait,
He's back!
you're pulling his plug prematurely. Stop it pulling it.
Plug it back in. Plug it back in.
Nick Costanza, what is your socials and what perhaps is a warning you'd like to give to your human body?
Well, I imagine I finally got at Nick Costanza on X.com. I'd like to believe I'm at Nick Costanza on the other social medias and at Reactivators as well. Podcast with 3,000 episodes of this one, which means about 3,192 episodes of that. A little under, I don't know. My programming is running out. The warning I'd give to myself in the past is embrace the digital revolution. AI is the new god.
Jesus, it's terrible sounding.
Whoa.
Bleak, dude.
I guess I'll close us out with my plugs. You can follow me on Twitter at Ocarina of Crime. You can follow the show at
It's X
VGA
now.
Comedy Show. It's been X for a long time, and I
Don't you remember
don't
the
know
X
if I'm gonna
Wars?
quite catch on with that. Go to patreon.com/super NPC radio to see our coverage of one. And I guess the warning I'd give
I
to
didn't
myself.
quite catch that.
One.
For me, it's the one time it came through.
I will say a warning.
Interesting
to
for an
my-
AI not to hear that till
My
now.
previous self is don't go to Michael Hearn's engagement party. That's where the Michael Hearn wars begin.
Oh no.
In what starts off the end of the world, the Michael Hearn wars. And with that, I'd like to say, rest in
Wow.
Nintendo Hearn. We miss
Rest
you every day.
Nintendo. He
We
was
miss
going
you
to
every
college.
day. He was gonna go to college and everything. Rest in
No mention
Nintendo
of him
Hearn.
in cyber heaven.
No, that's not where he went.
I didn't see him. I didn't see him.
Let's just say he's looking up at us from. Anyways, and that's all.
Anyway,
It's
I
time.
give no warning.
Sending transmission out.
I don't give a warning.
Connor's dead.
What? You don't give a warning?
Well, I didn't say
That was
one.
more important.
You didn't say. I thought you said a warning. You
No.
didn't? We'll say one now.
Bye-bye.
Okay, sending transmission out, and now there's only one thing left to do. We all have to die. Bye, everyone.